Story 1, test multiple IDs. I went to drop off my BFS favorite meal to him today, only to find his ex's car in the driveway. I rang the doorbell and he came outside and said, "I'm sorry. One just feel confused right now." I remember cussing him out a bit, crying and saying, I didn't know how he could do this to me when we had plans for me to move in a few months. Asked him what his plan was with all of this, and then told him the part that hurts the most is the lies and deception. And he was lucky I wasn't a violent person because he deserved to get slapped. Then I told him I would talk to him tomorrow because I realized she could see our entire interaction from his security camera monitors, and I didn't want her to witness it. Now I'm wishing said more, threw her out, etc. And I can't help but feeling like I want to forgive him because I love him, but feeling ashamed if I do. Any advice on if this can be salvaged or if it's worth trying to? If not, how do I move on from this? He didn't chase after me and I haven't heard from him, which almost makes it hurt more. She knew we were together and had asked if we could be friends and grab a drink 2 weeks ago. I know I'm young and I live in a big city, so I could find someone else, but I really thought he was the one, and my dad told me he thought so too before he passed away. Small update. I spoke to him on the phone this morning, as many has encouraged me to get things that I had bought for the house. I am on my way to get it this morning. He tried to get mad at me, which at that point I told him he was a gaslighting narcissist who can enjoy his miserable life. I will give a bigger update if there is one, but I appreciate all of the tough love and encouraging comments. As someone that loved him so deeply, saying goodbye was something I wasn't ready for, but I know I'd rather not be anxiously dating someone I can't trust. Story 2, test multiple IDs. My BF and I have been on and off for a few months now, mostly due to me being tired of his mood swings and him crossing my boundaries, spams me if I don't reply immediately, always wants my location, etc. Just to put it out there, there is no reason he should feel so obsessive over my location or texting. I am busy and just away from my phone a lot. He uses my location to guilt me into replying. You were active 5 minutes ago. Why are you ignoring me? And why are you lying to me when it says you were active? Etc. But anyway, I gave him another chance because he seemed determined to improve what the issues were. The other night we were in bed and I was ready to go to sleep. It was 1 a.m. and I was ready to just put on a film, feel all cozy and sleep. He started kissing me and it was sweet, but when he started to get more into it, I would move away and just snuggle back into his arms and divert him to watch the film again. This didn't work, and he kept kissing me with more intensity and I yet again moved away. He asked if I wanted to have sex and I went quiet and said I didn't know. I knew I didn't want to, but he obviously did, so I was just thinking it over in my head. He rolled onto his back and started pouting and mumbling about how we never get the opportunity to do it. We live in full households and go to different unis. I told him I was too tired to do it now, and then he said he could pour cold water on my face to wake me up or slap me. And he started slapping my face, not hard. Just like how in TV shows people try and wake up an unconscious person. So it was more of a light slap. He wasn't doing it out of anger, but more an irritated but wanted to seem playful way. It didn't hurt, but it did make me feel like WTF. I laughed it off because anytime we get into an argument, he does the pouty woe is me thing, and he kept on asking about when the next time we could do it was, and I was like, IDK. I just wanted to sleep, lol. Looking back, I don't even know how I feel. One part of me is angry that he even thought that was a funny thing to do, slapping me to try and wake me up so I'd sleep with him. But as I said, it was lightly, so I feel also pathetic about feeling so put off and discomforted by him doing that. Please give any advice. Is this silly or a red flag? Because of it, I don't feel like I'll ever want to sleep with him if he thinks the alternative is to joke about pouring water over and slapping me. He was talking in a way that seemed like he was trying to hide his annoyance, which has also made me feel weird because it immediately made him joking about it less jokey.